Lots of weather to talk about on your Monday. Thanks for staying with us. I'm Michelle Nelson, and we love to see your photos, what's going on in your backyard. This photo, very beautiful, that was sent in to us. You can do so at theweathernetwork.com. Let's talk about those developing stories and what we're dealing with today. Both coasts will see that rain push in. If you're in BC, it is going to be a wet week ahead. We're also looking ahead to December, what you can expect weather-wise. And don't forget, tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, your winter forecast will be revealed. So let's talk about temperatures, where it is feeling quite cool. St. John's feeling more like minus 18. That's your current temperature right now. That's what it will feel like when we do factor in those wind chills. And we are dealing with some sea effect snow there for you. Montreal feeling more like minus 14. It is a cold one to wake up to. Minus 4 is what it will feel like in Toronto. Here's what we will see if you're in Alberta. Temperatures are going to warm up. We saw that yesterday for southern parts of the province. Minus 7 right now, feeling more like minus 11, but things are going to change as we head throughout the day. Minus 9, that's what it feels like in Vancouver, so it is on the cool side. As mentioned, we will see that rain push in for you in Vancouver, more so tonight, so not really into your morning hours, but it will be heaviest, especially for areas including Comox, further for central coastal regions, and the winds are also going to ramp up. So along the coast, the northwest part of the island, that's where you can expect to see those winds really ramp up throughout the day, and it's going to remain for the week. We are looking at some soggy conditions ahead. On and off showers if you're in Vancouver. The snow levels, we'll see those continue to drop as we head throughout the day. So we are looking at some snow pushing in. We will see that as we head throughout your Thursday as well, as that Pacific moisture really pushes in. If you're in Ontario, we're watching out for the freezing rain. This will be a Tuesday story. We are watching out with these patches right here. So from Sudbury, if you're driving along Highway 17 towards Ottawa, that's where you need to watch out for that active weather. Let's head to Newfoundland. Taking a look across the country on your Monday, we are tapping into some soggy weather pushing in for BC. That's going to be the story for most of the week, so we are looking at some rain. And further east, a messy mix is on the way. More on that. We even have the risk for some freezing rain through parts of Ontario and into Quebec for your Tuesday. We'll have more on your forecast coming up, but right now, here's Share Your Weather with Nicole. Thanks so much for that, Mark. Well, I definitely love lobster, and I can't wait to hear more from your adventure there. Let's take a look at what we're dealing with in terms of the snow. That sea effect, that will continue as we head throughout the day. We're dealing with those northwesterly winds. They will become more westerly as we head into tomorrow and the middle of the week, and we track some more active weather that will push in. So we are looking at some snowfall for today, really throughout the afternoon and even into your evening hours. Temperatures, that's the big story, especially for areas in Labrador. Throughout the week, dipping down to minus 20, so it is going to be cold, and we are going to see temperatures actually warm up if you're in Alberta for today. We have this ridge of high pressure that's really building into place, so seeing a break across the prairies with that active weather. Here's what we can expect to see for your Tuesday. We'll see those temperatures, as mentioned, for Labrador, 10 degrees below seasonal, so it is going to feel very chilly out there. We're also watching out for the risk for some freezing rain on your Tuesday afternoon. That's from areas including Sudbury, North Bay, stretching into the Ottawa Valley, and for Montreal as well, the risk for that active weather. We will see a system push in, mostly rain for southern Ontario. More to come, but right now, your local forecast. What we're dealing with across the country for today, well, I hope you've gotten your sleep. We have seen that cold air push in, especially in Labrador, and rain is on the way for both coasts. My name's Michelle Nelson. We love to see your photos and video. This one was sent in. Some gloomy conditions for some of you. That's what we will see for parts of the week. If you're in BC, it's going to be a rainy story, but also for Atlantic Canada. In Ontario, we're watching out for the mixing, and also for Quebec come Tuesday. We have our winter outlook tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, so make sure you tune in to find out what's going on in your area. Taking a look across the country, here's what you can expect to see this afternoon. We're looking at -1. That will be your daytime high in Halifax. Temperatures remain cool across Atlantic Canada, and we continue to see that not the best driving conditions on the Thanksgiving weekend there. Here at home, we are looking at some rain. We'll continue to see that really throughout the week. The heaviest is going to be along western parts of Vancouver Island, Tofino included, Comox as well. Vancouver, Victoria, still seeing those showers, but we're not expecting them to be as heavy. Snow levels, those are going to continue to drop as we head throughout the day Monday into Tuesday. So we are going to see that snow into the higher terrain, the risk for flurries for some of you as well. Into Thursday, we'll see those snow levels rise again. If you're in Ontario, here's the risk for freezing rain that we're talking about. We do have a special weather statement in effect, but that stretches further east. So Montreal's included in that. We have the risk for freezing rain for you as well. For the city centers, not the prolonged freezing rain, but we do see that, especially if you're driving along Highway 17. Watch out for some ice icy conditions for your Tuesday afternoon. We'll have more on your forecast in Atlantic Canada coming up, but right now, your local forecast. Yeah, that ice does not look good to me. Thanks for staying with us. My name's Michelle Nelson as we take a look across the country. Right now, we're dealing with the blowing snow across northern parts of Quebec, and we are looking at that sea effect snow still in Atlantic Canada. If you're in BC, it's the rain. That's going to be the big story for you come the next few days. We have that system that will push in, and it's going to continue to tap into that moisture for much of the week. So some foggy conditions. Further east we go for a day, but a beautiful shot. And thanks so much for sending that in. Let's talk about the snow. Those levels will drop and then rise again as we head into the middle of the week, but that moisture will continue. So quite a soggy week in BC, the heaviest along the coast. Here's what we're expecting in Ontario. We have the risk for some freezing rain. You can see those patches right there. So Highway 17, Sudbury, stretching towards Ottawa, the Ottawa Valley into Montreal. The risk for freezing rain Tuesday afternoon. So watch out if you will be driving out there. That risk extends further east as we head through Wednesday, and that system tracks in for Atlantic Canada, bringing a lot of rain. In Montreal, 2 degrees for your Tuesday, but there is the risk for that rain. In Atlantic Canada, it's the snow that we're talking about today. More on your forecast, but right now, your locals. Thanks for that, Nicole. And speaking of heavy rain here at home, if you're in BC, especially along the south coast, we will see that rain push in for tonight and really lasting throughout the week. It's going to be a soggy week ahead. Let's talk about temperatures across the country. We've had that ridge of high pressure build in the west across the prairies. So temperatures will rise into the afternoon, especially for southern Alberta. In Edmonton, we will still hover around that 0-degree mark for your daytime high, feeling cooler than that, and dealing with those sea effect snow showers in Atlantic Canada. So it is on the cool side. If you're in Vancouver, we will see temperatures hover around 6 degrees for Victoria as well. What we have seen in terms of those temperatures is that cold air that has pushed in the east. So in Labrador, you're tapping into that very cold Arctic air, but we'll see a change in the temperatures. We'll really see that across the southern prairies again, a bit of a warm up throughout the middle of the week. And if you're in southern Ontario, southern Quebec, we'll see temperatures gradually warm up as we head towards the middle and end of this week. This next system, that's going to push in. We have this upper low that's going to bring mostly rain, snow for northern parts of Ontario. We're dealing with snow in northern Quebec for today, blowing snow, but we also have the risk for freezing rain with this system. As it pushes in Tuesday afternoon, we have the risk from Sudbury stretching towards the Ottawa Valley. That's where we have the risk for seeing that freezing rain. And for Atlantic Canada, getting into that wet weather, soaking up that moisture from the ocean, we'll see that some heavy rain for you as we head towards the end of the week. More to come, but right now, your locals.